All right, welcome back, Mutant Nation. 212 Olympia champion Shaun Clarida here, and we are officially just under 4 weeks out from the 2022 Olympia. 26 days to be exact for those who are counting, and this is crunch time. This is probably the worst I've felt in a long time. We're really pushing the cardio, being super restrictive on the diet, and our main thing is conditioning detail and just bringing my best physique possible. And we're definitely in a good spot. I've been checking in with my coach pretty much every single morning, giving him updates on how I look, how I feel, weight, the whole 9 yards, and he makes the changes from there. And like I said, right now we're really trying to dig in that detail to kind of get to the point to where I can slowly pull back on the cardio the last week or two and just kind of, as we call it, fill up for the show. So all right, the game plan for today. Today is Sunday. Sundays are typically my rest days, but there's never any rest because we're always doing something. And typically Sundays are the days I get my deep tissue work done. I'm headed now to go see my man, Big John. He's been working on me for the past 3 or 4 years now. I'll kind of, obviously once I get there, I'll introduce you to John and he'll tell you more about that, but get out the way. And like I said, he's been working with me in 3 or 4 years. It took me a while to find a good deep tissue person. When I say that, it means like you just can't walk into a regular massage parlor and say, hey, give me a massage, because the pressure is different. They don't really understand their body, whereas John is a professional sports massage therapist, so he knows what to work on. He's worked on athletes. He knows how the body should feel, how it should look, how it should work. You just can't drop elbows into someone's leg and think it's okay. I've worked with many people in the past who got a kick out of hearing me kick and scream, thinking they were doing something, and they really weren't doing anything. It was more still bruising the body, which is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to get the most enough pressure to where I'm releasing toxins, releasing the muscle, getting blood flow into the muscle, and that's exactly what John does for me. And that's one thing I attribute my progression to over the past couple of years, is getting that body work done. Again, deep tissue is something I do a lot of. I've done Grafton, cupping, dry needling, the whole 9 yards. Many people think it's just going to the gym, eating your meals, doing your cardio, and that's it. But yeah, that's part of it. The other part is the recovery. You don't realize you gotta, you're beating your body up every single day. In order to perform, say injury-free, you gotta take care of the body. You gotta, obviously getting the rest days are important, but also getting those treatment days, getting a massage done, breaking up that lactic acid, getting that muscle untight. So that's what we're doing today. So this is gonna be about an hour-and-a-half session with John. Typically how I break it down with him throughout the year is, if I'm in my growth season, I like to see him at least once every other week. Once I start prep, it's usually once every single week. And then once we get to the nitty-gritty of prep, maybe 6 to 8 weeks out, I try my best to get in here at least 2 times a week, because, again, not only does it help with the recovery and all that good stuff, but it also helps with the detail, the conditioning. And John will talk more about that, and how he's seen me progress over the years, and how much he's helped me with everything. So we'll be there in like maybe 20 minutes or so. It's a Sunday, it's quiet on the road, not much traffic, and I'm preparing myself mentally because, again, this isn't your regular grandma's massage by any means. John is a big guy. John is 300 plus pounds, and he really knows how to get in there. And so I'm preparing myself mentally for the pain that's coming, because I know it's gonna hurt like hell, but it's always well worth it. Here we are, Big John's office, getting ready for an hour-and-a-half of absolute abuse. In the moment, I hate it, but when it's all said and done, I go home, relax, my body just feels rejuvenated, feels loose, lots of blood flow, just feeling really good. So had a hard week of training this week, body's nice and tight and sore, ready for John. Go here, get worked on, and then I got the whole this coming week to kind of just get things going. So let's go.
He's not going to be very talkative today.
No, he's going to be out.
He'll be out. Do I got to pick him up, or?
What's the word on the street, baby?
Starts with a T, ends with a D. Tired? Oh, man. You're putting the time in. You're putting the effort in.
Yeah, fucking tired.
And you're freezing, which I know you hate.
It was fucking ridiculous outside. That's why
It's 33 right now. And windy.
And I was freaking freezing outside.
You hate it. Let me go set up. I'll be right with you. He is not happy.
Oh, man.
And then he's got to get beat up for an hour and a half.
All right, guys, so we have arrived, and the man with the plan, Big John, is here, ready to annihilate. Like I said, I'm 26 days out. I don't have much to say, but John can tell you a little bit more about. We've been working together, again, like I said, been working together like 3 or 4 years now. Yeah. He's seen the progression over the years, and he can tell you exactly what he does with me on a weekly basis. So
once again, it's his day of pain. It's an hour and a half of just me just bringing everything I got to get through all that mass. As Shaun has said, through the years, his level of muscularity and just sheer mass has increased, so we've had to work twice as hard, sometimes 3 times as hard to get through that. But what we do is we go head to toe, and we start really just breaking down each muscle all the way down through the fiber, as deep tissue as he can get, and it's something to see. he don't like it, but he know he needs it, so we're gonna go ahead and do just that.
Let's go.
Once again, I am John Bertone of Bodyworks by Bertone. This is the Room of Doom. Don't let all these beautiful, relaxing pictures fool you. It don't go down like that. This is a whole different animal in here. First thing we do is we stay up top here. Gonna release the neck, the traps, get them to relax a little bit, and then we're gonna start working down arms, pecs, just breaking up individual muscle groups, separating, stripping, getting all that lactic acid out of there, preparing the body for the next workout, especially as he winds down the days before competition, starts to get more and more grueling on his body. The pliability, the flexibility, everything I'm looking for, he's given me, so it makes my job a little easier to get him the results that he needs. Digging out these occiputs, this is where a lot of that tension from all those heavy lifts goes to. This is where all those muscles finish. That inferior nuchal line down here. Here we go. First we start with a medium pressure. What I want to do is I want to prepare the muscle for the deep tissue. You don't want to go right in right away. It's way too much pressure to start. You want to break up that fascia first, which is that protective lining that's over all of the muscle groups and organs. You want to prepare them first, because if you don't, you'll get bruising with the amount of pressure that Shaun takes. So we're going to go easy at first, and then ease in. Then all bets are off. You know, I've seen it a lot. They think because the guy is massive and he's got all this thick muscle, just go in with everything you got. There's a preparation for every single massage that you're supposed to give. You're preparing the body for the torture. This way it also helps recovery. If not, you got to recover from what you just damaged, and that's not a good thing. Okay, just going in with a cross fiber. Pecs run this way, cross fiber. Just helping to release that first. Prepping it for a little deep tissue. Now, as he gets leaner, as he gets closer to the show, as you can see by all the vascularity, you can't press in these certain areas like you normally would if he was on the off season bulking and getting size, because he's showing so much vascularity on the surface. You don't want to damage those veins. You don't want venous damage through here. You want to just keep it right and just get him healthy, because if you don't, you're going to have bigger problems, and we don't want problems this close to the show. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing a little muscle elongation. This is a PNF stretch. I'm pushing, stripping the other way while bringing it this way. This is an effective technique to avoid pressing too hard on the muscle. At this point, we don't have to. He's past that point. We're still applying some pretty good pressure, but we're not doing that pressure that he's had in the off season. Once prep starts, he still has it pretty tight, pretty deep tissue, but then as it gets closer to the show, we just bring it back. Scale it back to what he needs, because the muscle gets a lot more responsive. Stripping through this subscap region right here. I'm using his body weight and the strength of my hands. Rip through here. It's a little different than when he's face down and I'm pushing down. You get a better release, you get more movement this way, but then we do, obviously, the other side. If I can achieve a level of depth in the muscle to strip it without that heavy-duty pressure that I normally give, that tells me that the muscle's healthy, and that's exactly what we want. If it's locked up when it gets here, that's a red flag. But as you can see, he's just flowing. This is exactly what I want. See how I get into that depth? See? Just pushing through there, how the muscle's getting deep like that. That's a great response right there. That's not staying here as I'm pressing. I'm actually getting through, getting the depth, separating those fibers. So when he hits the stage, it's all showing. The importance of the muscle, being pliable is huge, because when he's holding a pose for that long, there's no room for error. I mean, that's just gonna start spasming and you're gonna have some major issues. But the fact that the muscle is so healthy, he can hold that pose longer than anybody else. These origins of the muscle really tight on this side. That's giving him some problems with that bicep as well. So we just gotta spend a little more time releasing that. Here we go. Breathe.
Fuck.
Rest. In between that deep tissue, I just cross fiber through here. So I'm feeling some tightness.
Yeah.
Right there. That's what I'm feeling. You got the same spot?
I don't think a little bit more over to that way. Like right there. So okay. Right, yeah. Okay.
Let's go lower level here, see what's happening.
Oh, God. Shit.
I'm starting with his left. Normally I start with his right because the left is worse, but we're going to get right into the fire right here. So by training legs yesterday, or the areas that he did, and then me hitting it today, just going to increase that healing time that he needs, that healing time frame. You can see how thin his skin is here. You've got your feathering just subcutaneous, just underneath. You can see it move again. So I'm getting there without that heavy duty push, which is great. Full range from insertion to origin. The whole muscle gets hit. I emphasize a little more pressure on the belly, obviously, because there's more blood flow there and more mass. But we go all the way up. This covers a larger area per strip. And this is obviously more painful.
Fuck.
Breathe.
Oh.
Good. Excellent. Again, we're getting that muscle to move. The whole goal here, just getting this whole damn thing just working. So whenever he hits that flex, he hits that shot, everything's showing. See, if he gets leaner, I can literally separate these muscles during the strip. That's what we want too. Total separation. I'll get in here, flat hand. Rip up through that adductor. This is an area that he's put quite a bit of size on. Very, very hard to do in that year. Breathe.
Fuck.
Good. Nice, relaxed, good.
Fuck. Oh. Shit.
I'm just doing it.
Fuck.
Hang in there.
Okay.
Stay with it.
Go for it. Fuck.
Good. I got it. We finished the front of the body. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start at calves, hamstrings, work our way up glutes, get to that lower lumbar, mid-thoracic, subscap, to finish up high in the traps. By that time, he's ready to go. I'm going from the flat arm to the elbow. Not as hard, but I'm going to do some separation. Get the bicep femoris, tendinosis, and membranosus. You want to separate all three. The back end of that IT band. That's that separation we're looking for. Fuck. Okay, good. Breathe. Lock. Almost. Good.
God damn!
All right, good. That's good. As he gets closer to competition, it gets more difficult for me to work on him because of all the deep cuts and the separation, and it's a little different. I kind of like working on him on that off season. We go flat up the erectors, like this, not elbow. Elbow stays free, just all forearm. And when I get to that subscap region, I turn, and gives me that little area through here, so I can just get inside that subscap bone. Now, Shaun being able to just stay so relaxed through all this pain, it just helps both of us like you wouldn't believe. Unbelievable. It gets me through it, and it gets also me through this deep muscle structure. I always want to really work this lower lumbar region because of all the weight he's pushing. You want to make sure this lower back stays healthy at all times. You got your erectors, your longissimus, you got your QL, quadratus laborium muscles that are deep in through here. When they get tight, everything sort of gets a little hampered. So we got to get in there and really strip sideways. Getting deep under the lats, releasing those trigger points. That's going to give him more flexibility up here during posing. Especially for the shots that require him to have his arms up and out, anything away from his body. The medial delt, I've never felt it this good. It's just, it's so pliable. That's always been a spot where that in my experience can get super tight, but man, that's just so full and just moving so well. Deep breath in. Slow on the exhale, slow. That's a significant amount of pressure. You killed it. Yeah, man. That was really good. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done. He took a lot of pressure, a lot of pain, but this is exactly what he needs to get him ready for the next round. How you feel? Good. Thumb up. I saw a thumb. Hit me that thumb again. Let me see that thumb again. There it is. All right. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, brother.
Appreciate it.
Feel good?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, folks.
Well, you just went through a whole hell of a lot, too. You got here tired. You got beat up, which also made you tired. Now I'm tired. Right here.
You,
Count it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, pal.
See you
Take
later.
care. See you then.
See you Wednesday.
All right.
All right. You guys got to experience what I've been experiencing the last 4 years. Just absolute torture. But like I said, this is what's needed. This is taking an extra step. This is doing what's best for my body as far as recovery, staying injury free, and just making improvements every single year. Just being bigger and better. Like I said, we could all go to the gym, lift the weights, eat the food, do the cardio, but you know, what other things are you doing outside of that to improve? These are things I'm doing. Yeah, it can be timely and costly and all this stuff. But again, you know, this is what we do. You're a professional athlete. These are things we do to get better. Look at any professional team. These guys are doing the same thing because they know you have to perform at the utmost. So feel good, feel great. Like I said, I'm going to head home now. It's a rest day, but as you see, very little rest was done today. Go head home now, get a meal in, get a hot shower, and I am done for the night. I have 2 more meals, and that's a wrap for me. So hope you guys got to enjoy that experience, hear me scream, kick, and but what you saw was very real. That was very, very real. Again, that's what I experience every single week, sometimes twice a week. But as much as I hate it, I love it at the same time, and it is what it is. So, Mutant Nation, hope you guys, again, enjoyed that content. We'll see you all soon.